Coventry United's extended break following the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II draws to a close this afternoon with a fitting tribute to the late monarch. A quick hop across the M6 for an enticing local derby at Rugby Town. This rivalry is one of nerves, frustration and fine margins, with 3 of the 4 previous meetings decided by just 1 goal. Who will prevail at Butlin Road this afternoon, the Valley or the Red and Greens? Let's find out together with the best of the action on CUTV with Liam Cook. United boss Carl Nolan makes 3 changes from the 2-1 defeat to Cockenhoe 2 weeks ago. Jack Bowden makes his first start of the season in a midfield 3 alongside Mitch Mollison and Riley Devoyle. Tory Herbert returns up front supported by Kyle Carey, while Jake Williams is drafted into a 3-man centre-back partnership. Archie Bells and Assad Senwagiri have both departed for university, but in their place come new boys Archie Gallagher and Abdul Bamba, who start on the bench. Rugby Town stick with the side who thrashed a hapless Rothwell Corinthians 7-0 at Butlin Road, and who could blame them? 6 different players on the score sheet on Tuesday night. Ryan Seal, the only man to bag a brace, starts in midfield. David Kolodinsky is a familiar threat to the Red and Greens. He leads the front line. Goalkeeper Matt Hill won't be an easy man to beat between the sticks, the ex-Hinckley man having kept 5 clean sheets since his summer move from Hinckley. Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to Coventry United TV with live exclusive commentary of Rugby Town versus Coventry United right here at beautiful Butlin Road. Fantastic setup, brilliant backdrop. We've got a cracking view of the peaks and troughs of the rugby countryside. Let's take you through the starting lineups now as we are getting set to go. Coventry United in their changed away strip of green shirt with red shorts and red socks. Rugby in sky blue. So for rugby today, number 1, Matt Hill. Number 2, Andrew Waldridge. Number 3, Dan Summerfield. Number 4, Keena Rosser. Number 5, Loiso Recchi. Number 6, Liam Francis. 7, Ryan Seal. Number 8, Barry Fitzharris. Number 9, David Kolodinsky. Number 10, Madundo Semahimbo. And number 11, Kane Elliott. And for Coventry United, number 1, Chris Roscoe. Number 2, Jack Bowden. Number 3, Jake Williams. Number 4 is Riley Devoyle, the captain. Number 5, Adam Miles. Number 6, Archie Crowther. 7, Joseph Agambiade. Number 8, Mitch Mollison. Number 9, Tory Herbert. Number 10, Carl Carey. And number 11, Jared Bradshaw. It's time to stop the talking and start the walking. Well, as far as the players are concerned, the talking continues here on Coventry United TV. The match officially underway. And Mollison wrestling the ball back in the midfield to Kyle Carey. Mollison, a little stumble from Bowden, but maintains possession. Darts over to the right-hand side, followed all the way. Agambiade tries to get to the loose ball. Rushing in is Barry Fitzharris. Final touch coming off the rugby man. Just down line from the penalty area. Coventry United with an opportunity within the first minute. Agambiade throws to the feet of Bowden, his first start of the season. Here's Agambiade again. And tried to his solitary goal he scored against Highgate. Mollison couldn't find the green shirt on the edge of the penalty area. Now the ball lofted over for the danger man, David Kolodinsky. Taking on the back line on his own. Slips it through for Kane Elliott for the perfect start for Rugby Town. Buries it bottom corner, Kane Elliott. With just 57 seconds on the clock. It couldn't be any better for the Valley. They're continuing where they left off on Tuesday night. Kolodinsky holding up play well, slipping the through ball into the perfect position for Kane Elliott, who slots it across Chris Roscoe for a goal within the first minute. Rugby Town 1, Coventry United 0. Not the ideal start for the Red and Greens.
2 minutes. If you have 2 minutes as golden goal ticket, please see Danny on the turnstiles. That's 2 minutes.
Well, Bowden trick does the restart, gets Coventry United back underway, but that was certainly not how Carl Nolan imagined the game when he put his team together. United had set up with a back five with Miles, Crowther and Williams in the back line, but they could do nothing to prevent the Rugby move. Swing and a miss by DeVoyle. Thumped upfield by Wooldridge and straight to Roscoe. Roscoe beaten with the first shot he faced. Launches upfield to Herbert. United are going to have to do this the hard way. Goal scoring has not been an easy thing for United to do this year. Semahimbo looking to chase Adam Miles, who hooks it out on this near side. Throwing in a dangerous position for Rugby on the right. Here's Wooldridge again. Fitzharris. Liam Francis at centre-back. Summerfield. And here's the goal scorer, Kane Elliott. Loiso Recchi, the captain. And Recchi thinking about a long-range tackle here, deflected! So close to a second goal. That wicked deflection, wrong-footing Chris Roscoe. Corner only, and United were a big sigh of relief. Could be a long afternoon for the Red and Greens if they can't find another gear. It's in by Seal, headed goal, bound, and it's another one, it's 2-0. Madundo Semahimbo heading home from close range after just 4 minutes. Rugby are already 2 to the good.
Second goal for the minor Rugby Town, scored by number 10.
Well, the Red and Greens haven't got to traverse a valley now. They've got to climb a mountain. As Semahimbo puts Rugby Town on the right track. Just 4 minutes and it's 2-0 to the home side. And this really has been an atrocious opening 5 minutes, well, not even 5 minutes for Coventry United. Now finally they'll get their first opportunity with Carl Carey lofting it over the goalkeeper and lofting it over the net too. Finally the Red and Green showing some fight after an atrocious opening 5 minutes. Carey still seeking his first goal of the season. Hill, as we said, 5 clean sheets this season. We're still in September. A great season for him. United have got to beat him twice just to get a point out of this game. No easy task for the Red and Greens playing in their reverse strip today. They're still the Red and Greens. Last year it was an all green away kit, and Carey putting Hill under pressure as he took a heavy touch on the edge of his own penalty area. Now it seems the Red and Greens have woken up. Carey in an offside position as DeVoyle looks to loft it down the left side, but Jared Bradshaw is going to make sure that Recchi has to shepherd it out, and does. Good work by the big number 5. Carey playing down the centre of the front line today, along with Tory Herbert. Wayward ball down the right from Matt Hill, just in front of the Coventry United technical area, housing the likes of Carl Nolan, the Coventry United manager, Craig Jones and Gary Hardick, along with Lucy Stead, the United physio. First few minutes has not provided happy reading for the United bench. Recchi throws, it's the throw right back where it came from. It's Tory Herbert. Too close to Fitzharris. Recchi, and Herbert has been penalised for clipping Fitzharris. 10 yards into the Rugby half of the pitch. Recchi taking the free kick a little bit out of position. In fact, he is going to play it back now to the original position. And it's taken short by Rosser. Seal. And Rugby can just pass it around as they please now. It's down to United to chase the game. But in those circumstances, United can be dangerous. And that is anything but dangerous. A crossfield ball, but it's straight out for a goal kick by Waldridge. If you're just joining us here on CUTV, the score is Rugby Town 2, Coventry United 0. You still have to believe in the boys in red and green. The match is not over by a long shot as Hill, again put under pressure by Carey, but swings it down the centre of the park. DeVoyle can only find the rugby number 7. Simahimbo, score of the second goal, a close range headed effort. Going to lay it off for Elliott, who scored the first, intercepted in his own area by Riley DeVoyle and deflected clearance out for a throw for Coventry United halfway into their own turf. The rugby fans behind Chris Roscoe's goal liking what they've seen so far. Back where it came from by Liam Francis. First of the seconds is Mollison ahead of David Kolodinsky, who of course scored the first ever goal in a Coventry United match at the Butts Park Arena back in August 2017. Miles looking to send Herbert on his way. Hill is outside of his own goalkeeper. Will let it roll in, and did he leave it a little too late? Maybe he did, but Bradshaw couldn't snatch it away. Matt Hill gobbling the ball up, and now Waldridge with a dipping ball towards the penalty area. Miles taken out there by Simahimbo, but told to get up by the referee. Danger averted for Coventry United. Ball into the centre circle. Rosso over to Recchi. Fitzharris dropping deep. As you would expect, Rugby in no rush, in no immediate danger. We've not even had 10 minutes and already the Valley look comfortable. Agambiade to duck away from Dan Summerfield, roll back to Roscoe, who launches it down the centre of the park, and an awkward header back into defence by Keena Rossa may open the door for Kyle Carey. He's got there ahead of Francis. Overlapping run being made by Jared Bradshaw, but Carey's going to go all alone, puts it in for Bradshaw now. Rossa does just enough. Adam Mollison beaten to it by Barry Fitzharris. Rugby dealing with the United pressure well, but the Red and Greens have woken up. At the other end, Crover fops it away after the attempted run by Elliott was curtailed. On the right-hand side of the area it goes, but it's for a Coventry United throw taken quickly by Jake Williams. On the left side of that back three today. Miles, chest controlled by Tory Herbert. And with Jared Bradshaw rolls up under the chest of Iso Ritchie. Awkward bounce. Did it take a bounce off Williams? No, it didn't. It will be another United throw. Carey. Crowther. Now DeVoyle. Archie Crowther. That can be either on the right-hand side. But they take on Summerfield. DeVoyle. Chips it right. A chance for Jack Bowden to chase the loose ball. Puts the ball in. And Francis getting muddled up with his legs there. It was all 6s and 7s, but the ball has deflected out off the number 6 for a Coventry United corner. And they have to use these opportunities now in the position that they found themselves in. Into the 12th minute. A goal for Coventry United would open this game wide open again. Towards Adam Miles, but nothing comes of it. Flipped away as far as Jared Bradshaw. United's 2 top scorers this season are centre-backs. They do like scoring from set pieces. And the defenders are going to stay up there as Agambiade looking to trick his way through. It couldn't do so. Seal blocking him off. It's out to Carey. And Carey's misguided pass collected by Kane Elliott. And at the other end, it's David Kolodinsky who's flagged offside. Well, even Coventry United coach Craig Jones didn't think it was the correct decision, but I think Coventry United will take it. Working with the finger by Jonah. Crowther. Beaten mid-air by Keena Rosser. Out for a throw in front of the Valley technical area. So the happier technical area so far. Bowden being manhandled by Recchi. Holds it not long enough to find Herbert. Mollison. He's got Bowden up there with him, slips it down the left. Bradshaw will chase. And that's beautifully played by Rugby Town. Goal kick. We're just sticking a hand out and preventing Bradshaw from getting to the loose ball before it trickled over the line. Delina Moore and Sonia Williams both tuned in today. Here on CUTV. Make sure to hit the like button if you are enjoying today's coverage. Leave a comment if you want it read out. Keep it clean though. DeVoyle. That's an aimless ball collected by Summerfield, who darts towards the net. And Kolodinski could be through, but again the flag denies him just as he was about to pull the trigger. Agambiade. Bowden bundled over. That'll be a Coventry United free kick. 15 yards into their own territory on the right side. Archie Crowell, one of the standouts for Coventry United this season. For Herbert beaten mid-air by Francis. Jack Bowden back in the United fold. Mollison brushes Fitzharris aside. Now it's with Kyle Carey looking to take on Francis. Tricky feet for Carey. Bowden couldn't control here. Back into the danger zone by Mollison and put on a plate for Jared Bradshaw. But a brilliant save by Matt Hill. A corner it will be, but a golden opportunity for Coventry to half the deficit created by Rugby themselves. Well, Recchi isn't happy about something, but the set piece will stand. And Hill brings it down well. Well, since the second goal, United have had the better of the opportunities as it bounces down the centre of the park straight to Roscoe with Semihimbo racing towards it. Here's Rugby's game plan now, just to sit back and invite pressure. Dangerous thing to do. Bowden. Crowther looking to scoop it over for Kyle Carey. Just fizzes across the head of the United front man. And United have brought a larger than usual away contingent. It is a quick hop, skip and a jump over the M6. The second shortest away day of the season for Coventry United, of course the other being Spinks. First game of that particular derby will take place across the Christmas period. Rosser playing a dangerous game as he flicked it up and plays it back to Hill, who was chased all the way by Carey, but peace restored with Recchi, Elliott, and poor control on this near side for Waldridge. Gives Coventry United the opportunity with a throw inside Rugby territory. Kyle Carey to Mollison, looking to make a difference in the midfield. Jack Bowden surging towards the danger zone here. It's Bowden having a go. Easy block by Francis, but Mollison's got it back. Not for long, Elliott wrestling it away. Ryan Seal. Kolodinski sizes up his options. That's a great crossfield ball. Andrew Waldridge. Here's Fitzharris. Not Sure who was trying to pass to there, maybe looking for the run of Recchi, but I think he knows better than anyone that Recchi isn't that quick. It's out for a goal kick. Centre-backs don't tend to make forward runs. Devoyle scuffs that pass and allows Liam Francis to intercept. Semihimbo the target, deflected off the back of Jake Williams, and a push by Semihimbo results in a free kick about 10 yards outside their own penalty area for Coventry United. Taken quickly by Williams. Devoyle, poor touch by Kyle Carey, and he tries to keep it in, but it just flies the wrong side of that white line before coming back into play. If you're just joining us here on Coventry United TV on this international weekend, doesn't feel good to be an England fan, doesn't feel good to be a Coventry United fan at the moment. Coventry United after 18 minutes losing 2-0 at local rivals Rugby Town, and Rugby look for a third, but Roscoe prevents Seal from heading home at the far post with a comfortable catch. Here's Bradshaw. Elliott gets the better of him, getting his body between player and ball, and Elliott with an amazing run through the midfield halts his momentum and finds Semihimbo playing a deeper line at the moment. And he goes from Summerfield, and that would have been a great ball if, and it's a big if, the fullback Waldridge was able to get on the end of that, but it bounces away from the Rugby number 2. And we are going off there at half-time for a quick tea break, so I'll be back here at 4 o'clock for the conclusion of this match. And the next time Coventry United are in action, I'll just get the fixture list up for you. It is next Saturday, it's an away game. Waldridge cutting in from the right, looking for Fitzharris. Quick thinking from Bone to swipe it clear. Summerfield. Across to Recchi. Here's so Recchi. Does he have a long shot in his locker? He'll play it down the right-hand side for Waldridge. Tame cross. Devoyle finds Bradshaw. United still in their own penalty area. That can be either the target of that lofted through ball. Won down by Summerfield. Semihimbo. Looking for goal number 2 here. Amazing run in the penalty area, slide in from behind. Miles got just enough of the ball. And it will be a corner kick to the Valley as the Rugby number 10, Madundo Semihimbo, makes his appeals, but they fall on deaf ears. Rugby look for the trifecta. Good strong header by Miles. A sloppy start has cost Coventry United. It's even Stevens really in terms of momentum as Rugby push on, looking for goal number 3. Recchi's there, puts it wide, but the flag's up anyway. Well, it doesn't get any easier for Coventry United. Next Saturday, a trip to current league leaders Wellingborough. They hit the top of the tree last night, beating Coventry Spinks to top spot. Referee wants the free kick to be taken again as it was out of position. Roscoe will hit it for a second time. Herbert the target, doesn't reach him. Strong header away by Recchi. Miles, first game of head tennis. Fitzharris. Semihimbo looking for a defensive partner. Herbert barged over by a combination of Keena Rosser and Barry Fitzharris. On the fringes of the centre circle, it's going to be a Coventry United free kick inside their own half. Devoyle. That can be either the target, Summerfield, beats him in the air. And Crowther will let that one roll out on the far side for a throw. Again, looking for Agambiade. It's Summerfield on the end of it this time. Here's Seal. But with Hill, Carey not giving up on it, but he'll have plenty of time to clear. Beautiful touch from Waldridge. Semahimbo. Hassled and harried by Miles, who gets the final touch. Does he know? He's put it out off the Rugby striker. Coventry United with the throw now deep into their own half. Mollison. DeVore didn't get the power on that pass that he intended, Kolodinsky. And now it's Seal for Rugby Town. Smacks it off the woodwork. And gathered by Roscoe. Seal looking a gift horse in the mouth. It really should have been a third goal for Rugby. Well, that come back to haunt them. At the other end, it's Bradshaw chasing down Recchi, but he's never going to outmuscle the Rugby captain. It's a throw right in their own corner. Recchi. Mollison first to it. Bowden looking to get to the seconds, but Fitzharris outmuscles him. Summerfield. Will he find his opposite fullback? He'll look for Waldridge. He might just get there. He does get there, but Kolodinsky had given up on the move, so the cross finds no one but Archie Crowther. Again, those long balls from the back just aren't working for Coventry United. Maybe a different game plan at half-time needed. Carey ducking and diving away from Keena Rosser. Now Herbert still looking for his first Coventry United goal. United with a new attacker on the bench. Archie Gallagher could be set to make his debut today. Kyle Carey. Joseph Agambiade. His path blocked by Francis. He stumbles to the ground. Goal kick. Another frustrating end to a Coventry United move. And if you are wondering about the options on the bench, the full team news is on the Coventry United social media channels. So we'll go through it again. So Coventry United on the bench: Brad Coleman, Archie Gallagher, Ryan Okaze, Abdul Bamba, and Sean Wills. I dare say they will be needed in the second half. A reminder that you can use 5 substitutes, but they have to be used in 3 intervals. Fitzharris in a congested midfield. Seal. It's a dangerous game to play for Rosser, who had Herbert breathing down his neck, but pirouettes and finds Francis. Summerfield to Kane Elliott, who got the goal scoring started in the first minute. Recchi. There's space for Waldridge to work. Andrew Waldridge. Slide in by Jake Williams. Holds him up for now. And another tackle in. It's a throw. Level with the penalty area right in the right-hand corner. Taken quickly by Waldridge. Straight out for a goal kick. That's a poor attempt in finding David Kolodinsky. Roscoe. Herbert dropping in. Elliott gets his head to it. There's Seal. Herbert trying to snatch it away from Rosser, but Rosser gets enough on it. Collected by Agambiade at the expense of Summerfield. DeVoyle. Agambiade again. Has been a difference maker before. He'll have to be again. He's run down the right, curtailed by a tracking Summerfield. Bowden. Shoving Kane Elliott aside. Here's Agambiade. Agambiade determined down the right-hand side. Fitzharris trying to stop him, but cutting in is Joseph Agambiade, looking to slice it across for a teammate, but it was behind all 3 of them. And now Rugby will surge forward again and try and hit United on the break. A little slower than they would have done if the scoreline was a little closer. Fitzharris across the centre circle to Kolodinsky. It's too short for Recchi, and Bradshaw now looking to play Kyle Carey through. Kalidinsky in an unusual defensive position, trying to halt Carey, and has successfully done so. It's into the centre circle with Devoyle. Now Tory Herbert. Can he bring it down? Rolls off the chest. Muscling Elliott, but Francis in there too, and fair play to Herbert. He is not giving up here. Tory Herbert, as he went for the shot, it was an unfortunate slip from Herbert and a block by Francis, which curtailed that particular move. Semahimbo with his back to Crowther, trying to create some space. Semahimbo, easiest of stops at the near post for Francis. No power on it whatsoever. And now Bradshaw, the former Nuneaton Griff man. Devoyle. Fitzharris pokes a toe in there and diverts it away. Seal. Can't keep it down. And Adam Miles has got to try and deal with it now. Hooks it away from the penalty area. Will it fall for Herbert? You're trying to play the number 9 in a bit more. Mollison holds Fitzharris at bay long enough to find Herbert. Rolls it forward for Bowden to chase. Bowden's on the end of it. Carey and Agambiade there. It's deflected to Joseph Agambiade. Couldn't get the touch right. A slide in on Herbert. Got enough of the ball. Herbert's gone down injured. Rugby don't have to stop the game. It's not a head injury. And up the other end, David Kalidinsky will try and make it 3-0. He hasn't got on the score sheet yet. He doesn't want to miss out on the action. But he's prevented by Crowther. Or is he? Gets the shot away. Well held by Roscoe, but Herbert remains down. Bowden's gone down too, and we will have to stop the game now. It was a crunching challenge by the Rugby defender, but a fair one. He got enough of the ball. We're coming up to the half-hour mark here on Coventry United TV, and it's not been a pleasant first half of Coventry United. 2 goals in the opening 5 minutes for Rugby Town, scored by Kane Elliott. And Madundo Semahimbo. The Red and Greens have found their way back into it on the pitch, but not on the scoreline. And you have to hope that Herbert will continue, because there's no Brian and Love in the team today. Kyle Carey is a goal getter, but he's not a centre forward. Maybe it's a bit too soon to introduce Archie Gallagher as well on his first Coventry United squad appearance. He's on the bench. It's an unproven talent on a Coventry United shirt. So it would be a risk to put him in this early. Again, the next time we're on air here on CUTV this coming Saturday, and they get harder, don't they? It's Wellingborough away. And the next home game for Coventry United on the 8th of September. That being a League Cup game at home to Belper. It is International Week, so no Coventry City action today, no Premier League action, no Championship. It's all down to Leagues 1 and 2 in the EFL, and of course the non-league pyramid to keep football connoisseurs. And there's Dan White for Coventry United. So Lucy said not here. Dan White's actually been called into action. Well, White was the United physio for a number of years, but wasn't aware they'd been brought back. Well, it will be a drop ball, and Coventry United should be able to play on from here. They did have possession of the ball. Telling his teammates, get in position. Let's get a good start on this. And it's played back to Chris Roscoe, a stoppage of a couple of minutes. And Coventry Spinks are leading at home to Newport Pagnell Town. So not a good day to be a red and green at the moment. 15 minutes until half-time, plus stoppages. And that's really the first major stoppage we've had in this game, except for the goals. Devoyle manages to bring it under control in the penalty area. Bradshaw momentarily loses out to Waldridge, but it's back to Devoyle. Carey Looked to decipher where that ball was going to land. Didn't get it right. It's upfield with Waldridge again with the pressure from Bradshaw. Long ball falls to the feet of Smiler. Adam Miles, where a free kick conceded by Mitch Mollison. A bit too handy in trying to dispossess David Kolodinsky, who takes a quick free kick down the right-hand side for Andrew Waldridge. Maybe a bit too quick for Rugby. Manages to get the cross in before it goes out for the goal kick, but it's straight into the hands of Roscoe. Basically just saved Roscoe having to go fetch the ball himself. Bradshaw to Carey. Here's Mitch Mollison. That may have been better for Herbert to let the ball bounce through for Agambiade. Could have been one-on-one there, but it is with Agambiade now in a much tighter situation than he would have found himself in. It's behind Bradshaw, looking for the ex-Griff man on the edge of the penalty area, but it's out with Carey playing a little bit deeper now. Herbert turns his man. Dinked in by Herbert, and Recchi gets enough on that to take us this near side where Bradshaw is waiting. Jared Bradshaw for Bowden, headed away before he could get to him by Keena Rosser, sent high to the sky by Seal. Can Carey bring it down? He can, but Seal with a scuffed clearance to David Kolodinsky. Now Waldridge on the run, down the right-hand side. He needs options in the area. Semahimbo making himself available at the far post. Seal. Waldridge, it's back for Seal. It's a good save by Roscoe, but it's offside anyway. Roscoe putting his body on the line, not knowing that the flag had been raised. He did well. Down the centre of the park from the goal kick. And as far as he is, so Recchi, the captain, sends it straight back to Roscoe. Into the last 10 minutes. Rugby will be happy with their performance so far. Hit Coventry hard and fast in the opening 5 minutes. That is the difference between the two sides. Where Rugby have held something back since then, only they will know. Here's Kane Elliott. Little stumble into the challenge of Bowden. Finds Semahimbo. In by Semahimbo. Kolodinsky the target. Headed by Jake Williams. And Matt Hill in no man's land there as he was under pressure from Carey. Came out of his penalty area and lofts it down the right-hand side. Here's Waldridge. He'll find a way out of the corner there, and a free kick against Jared Bradshaw for clipping the heel of Andrew Waldridge. Level with the penalty area. Now we know how dangerous United are from set pieces. Let's see how dangerous Rugby are. They'd love to make it 3-0 before the break. Ryan Seal back twice against Rothwell on Tuesday night, looking to turn provider on Saturday. And it goes, and Francis with an unchallenged header, should have put it on target, should have put it in the back of the net, but it flies wide of the post, much to Roscoe's thanks. Back in the way with Devoyle. Torrey Herbert, chest control. Herbert has grown in his last couple of matches, still looking for that crucial first goal, and it's slid out of danger by Barry Fitzharris. Some distance on it too. Great stuff from the central midfielder. Throw straight back to Roscoe. Bit of a tame end to this first half. Rugby happy to just see the 2-0 lead into half-time. Coventry United needing some new ideas as Agambiade dragged to the ground by Summerfield, the left-back. Free kick Coventry United 15 yards into their own half. Right on the right touchline. Crowther. Herbert coming to meet it. Here is Tory Herbert, needs options. He's too close to the midfielder for DeVoe to do anything with. Seal, now Kolodinsky has been unusually quiet this afternoon. Squares it for Seal. Crowder does just enough to divert it away from the Rugby number 7. And now Bowden. United switching to a 3-man front line. Hill comes out and heads it away outside of his own box from Herbert. Allowing the Rugby players to track back, regroup, and keep United at bay until the half-time whistle. Crowther trying to play it along the touchline, but it's deflected out of Semihimbo. Carey taking too much time with that one and pays for it. Lunged in by Rosser. It's straight to Archie Crowther. United not going to give up on this. Mollison, is he tempted to hit one? DeVoyle's next to him, as is Bowden. Jack Bowden looking to put it through, but sorry, Herbert can't find his way for a sea of sky blue. And an ambitious long-range strike from Crowther. It's only the second save that Hills had to make. Striding forward is Seal, and that may fall beautifully for Semihimbo. He couldn't bring it down. Tried to head it to feet, but Roscoe's got on the end of it, and now Crowther sending Coventry United on the attack once more. How many of these attacks will they have before the half-time whistle? Agambiade will chase, but he'll be beaten to it by Summerfield. And back into the area with Hill, who would take his time. Hill. Cushioned down by Adam Miles. And kept it on this near side by Jared Bradshaw. Playing at left wing back today. United now seemingly going with a 2-man central midfield partnership. Back with Roscoe for another failed move. Kyle Carey, deep in the United half. Looking to just fly it over the head of Francis, but Francis nods it back into the... An opportunity for Rugby. Kolodinsky squares, and Seal had a chance to just poke it in, but didn't even react. Crowther tried to clear it, smacked at the back of Miles. Rugby being a little lackadaisical towards the end of this first half. They could have easily improved the scoreline. United can find their rhythm after the break. Couldn't this come back to haunt Rugby? Here's Kolodinsky. Going to set it off for Ritchie. And again, wayward passing in the penalty area. Now Herbert. His arm being held clearly by Liam Francis. Referee says no. Hill. Now Summerfield, the left back. Semihimbo. Beats Crowther for pace. Kolodinsky wants it. Kolodinsky gets it. But 2 defenders were enough to take his eye off the ball. Seal nods it down for Waldridge. Danger far from over as it fizzes over the net and into the crowd of Valley supporters behind Roscoe's net. Into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Morrison returns to Roscoe. Mollison. Bradshaw will chase, and this time Bradshaw will beat Ritchie to it. Can he find a route round him? No, he can't. The big centre-back getting the better of Bradshaw again. It's not a battle that Bradshaw seems to be winning. But a poor ball across the back line, collected by Herbert. He tries to catch Hill off his line, and Hill just pats the ball away and collects it. Great idea from Tory Herbert. Just need a bit more power to cause Hill some serious problems. Liam Francis playing a 1-2 with Kane Elliott. With Hill. Himbo the target. He has got there now, but he is offside. The ball from Summerfield catching the number 10 in an offside position. Roscoe. Francis headed to Himbo. And now the chase is on down the right-hand side. Will Miles win that battle? No, he won't. Is it kept in? Yes, it is. Just about by Kane Elliott. Great stuff by the left winger. But Waldridge is going to keep the move going. And Roscoe tips it around the post. Great reactions from the United number 1. Rugby have had 40 minutes to try and add to their 2-goal advantage, but haven't been able to do so. Roscoe keeping Coventry United in this match with a good save. Want to put in. Miles does enough, and a free kick given for maybe a push in the back. The final couple of minutes, Coventry United will have some strong words to say to each other at the break, I'm sure, but this game is not over yet. United have come back from worse positions than this. It hasn't been a terrible first half performance from Coventry United. It was just a quick and forceful attack from Rugby to get that 2-0 lead inside the opening 5 minutes, catching Coventry United very much by surprise. United looking to find a way through the Rugby backline. Of course, with that 2-0 advantage, Rugby have been afforded to just sit back and invite the pressure and have stopped almost everything that's come at them. It's launched away for a Coventry United throw, and Bowden is struggling again here. Jack Bowden has struggled with injuries since being promoted from the under-18s team last season for Coventry United. It's his first start of the season after missing the first 6 weeks of the new season. And Dan White called into action again. I would be surprised to see Bowden come out for the second half. Some of the supporters start making their way over to the bar. Remind you, we are going off air for around 10 minutes here on CUTV at half-time, so get yourself a mug of something hot or a glass of something cold. Be back here for 4 o'clock. And of course it is autumn now, so I'm sure that the hot mug will be more appealing to some. Of course there are those who like to keep it traditional. Bowden is back on his feet. And looks like he will be able to continue to the end of this first half. We are now into added minutes. I don't think we'll see more than one. Bowden called back on. Roscoe looking for him. One more chance of Coventry United. Slight push in the back by Francis. Referee says nothing doing. Himbo pirouettes away from Devoyle. Lovely stuff from the number 10. But the following ball to Waldridge wasn't quite as effective nor as pretty. It's out of play for the throw for Coventry United. Here's Jake Williams. Slip by Williams as he gets the ball away. To be fair, Williams has not put a foot wrong today. Both goals for Rugby coming down the left channel. And Kolodinsky now looking to end the first half as they started it. Couldn't get the touch right, and Miles was ahead of him too. Made it difficult for the prolific marksman to do anything with it. Mollison. Devoyle trapped on this near side. Deflected off Waldridge. And the referee will call time on the first half after 2 minutes of stoppage time. It hasn't been an awful performance in the first half by any means for Coventry United, but a 5-minute flurry for Rugby Town, catching Carlton's side off guard, launching the Valley into a 2-0 lead. And since then, Rugby have just tried to sit back, soak in the pressure and hit United when they can. The game far from over, so make sure to join us for the second half. Who knows what could happen after the break. Half-time score, Rugby Town 2, Coventry United 0.
Coventry Sphinx 1, Newport Packnell 0, Easington Sports 1, Bogbrook 0.
And we're getting set for the second half. We're underway. Coventry United losing by 2-0, but it's all to play for. As they switch ends, United now firing to the right, the CUTV camera. And there he goes, it could be another early start here for Rugby, and it would have been if it wasn't for a brilliant save by Chris Roscoe to deny Seme Himbo again. United learning from past mistakes there as Roscoe was on his toes from the get-go. He had to be.
Hello everyone, this is an announcement. Please, the owner of an Audi TT silver colour S88LN.
Fired up forward from the free kick there, Coventry United.
The area you have parked. That is S88LNW, silver TT.
Bamba. For Tory Herbert, fired away by Francis as Jake Williams skews it out on this near side. So a reminder, a triple substitution for Coventry United has taken place. Ryan Okaze now playing in what looks to be left back. Abdul Bamba on the right-hand side at right back. So United have now ditched the 5-man back line. And Sean Wills playing in what looks to be a right wing role, supporting Herbert and Carey. Drag on Herbert's shirt, it's going to be a free kick. Real opportunity for Roy Devoyle to put this in a dangerous area. Towards Williams, heads it across. And the Rugby defence deal with it before Herbert can head it home. Storm clouds on the horizon. Could Coventry United be bringing the storm at Butlin Road? Devoyle. And for Joseph Agambiade, pressured out. Good work on show there from the left back Summerfield. Summerfield again. Back with Hill. Nodded down by Rhino because they could try and get on the end of that one. It's too close to the defender Rosser. Seme Himbo again. He's going to trick his way past Bamba. Loves it right, brought down by Kane Elliott. Able to clear now, Kyle Carey. That's a great ball for Sean Wills. He's onside now, looking to take the ball straight into the danger zone. Great run by Wills, pulls it back for Tory Herbert. Mollison's there too. Herbert gives it a go, blocked. I think it was Rosser who got the decisive block. The United already finding a way through. Could this be a more fruitful half of the Red and Greens? It has to be if they're going to get anything out of this. Darting down the right-hand side now is Keir. Looking for the cross. Ogase gets a deflection on it. Miles up rather than out. No real distance on that clearance. Here's Fitzharris. Drew Keir. Not much doing. It's a header away by Abdul Bamba. Good work from the substitute. And Rugby aren't giving up on this. And here's Summerfield looking for an effort, but swung clear by Devoyle. Rosser. Scooped up by Wills. It's like a deflection off Kane Elliott. Coventry United throw. Here's Tory Herbert. Dispossessed by Elliott. And again another Coventry United throw as Bamba puts it against Elliott this time, just in front of the tunnel. Down the right-hand side now, it's Agambiade looking to put Hill under pressure, but Hill just shepherded that out of play. It's Hill. Semihimbo heads it only as far as Joseph Agambiade. Wills wants it through. He couldn't get it away though. He was sandwiched between Francis and Summerfield. Rugby looking to make it 3-0 here with Kane Elliott. Roscoe doing well to get his body behind that. But Rugby showing signs they're not willing to settle for 2 goals. On the chest of Fitzharris. The ball barging in. Elliott. Here's David Kolodinsky, just keeps it the right side of that white line, taking on Abdul Bamba. Past Bamba, has it gone over the line? No, it hasn't. Well, yes, it has. The referee now acknowledging the flag from the assistant. Kolodinsky took it over the line before putting it across the face of goal, and Rugby taking the ball with them, which we expect we'll see a lot of today. Rugby have that 2-0 lead. They scored twice in the opening 5 minutes. We've had 6.5 minutes of the second half. Coventry United do look improved after the break, after 3 substitutions. As Will receives a bit of a knock from Fitzharris in the centre circle. Free kick Coventry United. 3 changes working. Again, a reminder of those changes. Bradshaw, Bowden and Crowther off. Bamba, Okaze and Wills on. Bamba and Okaze playing at right and left back respectively. United ditching the 5-man back line, going to looks like a more contemporary 4-4-2. Free kick from Devoyle, lofted into the penalty area. Ritchie gets enough on it. Here's Barry Fitzharris. Doesn't think about pulling Rugby on the front foot, just launching it away, keeping Matt Hill's clean sheet intact. If Rugby can keep that clean sheet together, they win this game. It's that simple. Okaze looking for the run of Carl Carey, but it was passing to Carl Carey, not Usain Bolt. He wasn't going to get to that one. It's out of play. But no, it's kept in by Hill. It's going to be kick from the hands. Wellingborough away next week for Coventry United, the current league leaders, who look like they're going to be deposed by Coventry Spinks, who are beating Newport Pagnell by 1-0 at Spinks Drive. Then it's Belper at home in the rearranged League Cup fixture, which was supposed to be played 2 weeks ago, but was cancelled in the wake of the death of Her Majesty the Queen. And of course, we also do send our condolences to the royal family as they continue to mourn her passing. Kolodinsky the centre circle. It's with Semahimbo, scorer of the second goal for Rugby. Recchi, the centre back, with a crossing opportunity here. And a crucial header by Adam Miles, making sure that it's wasn't the best of the balls for Summerfield to deal with. It just flips off Summerfield's head. We see now Jack Bowden coming out the tunnel after getting changed. He looks like he's moving okay, no real injury worries there, but after the injury nightmare he had last year, United want to be careful with him. Semahimbo looking for a route around Devoyle, goes central with Fitzharris. There's space on the right for Recchi. I've never seen Recchi go this far forward. Recchi squares. And they've got the corner out of it. The ball sifted into the penalty area by Ryan Seal. But I think it was Ryan Okaze who tapped it out. Better to be safe than sorry. Towards Recchi. Miles getting his head to it. And as far as Kolodinsky. Here's Kerr. Semahimbo. Chance to cross, but blocked off by Jake Williams. Has it gone over the line? Referee says no. It was a very tight call. Rugby feel they're robbed of a corner, but they're going to keep on going with Semahimbo. Challenging from the side by Williams. And his throws is opposite number 3 in Summerfield, just as Mollison snatched it from the left back. The referee calls for the free kick. He turns and shoots, spurned by Roscoe. It won't count, Francis put it in, but the flag was raised. Butling Road roared again, but was soon silenced by the linesman. Roscoe towards the right, Agambiade, heavy chest control, takes it to Semahimbo, who will shield it out and allow Rugby to regroup in the United half of the field. Summerfield plays a 1-2 with Kane Elliott. Shooting opportunity, oh, flashes past the post. Hit with venom by Ryan Seal. I think the Rugby manager, Carl Adams, has imprinted it on the brains of the Rugby players at half-time. This game is not over. We sat back too much in the first half. Go out there and win it. Fitzharris wins the goal kick. But Williams plays it on for Kyle Carey. Rosser only as far as Tory Herbert. Wrestled to the ground by Fitzharris. Lunge in on Devoyle, but the first of the seconds is Kyle Carey. Okaze's there, making the overlapping run, but it's Ronnie Devoyle on the ball for Coventry United. Now Carey again. Mollison. Recchi diverted only as far as Ryan Okaze, who spots Bamba on the right. It's too central, that pass, now for a goal kick. Away by Hill. Miles ducks. Williams got a touch from Semahimbo there, and Semahimbo barred to the ground in turn. But Summerfield looking to keep the move alive. Agambiade held by Bamba. And Agambiade looking to stride down the right-hand side. Fitzharris gets his body in the way and deflected out. And there's going to be another Coventry United substitution, and it's going to be a debut for United's new number 14, Archie Gallagher. We'll have to wait as Rugby want to get on with this. Elliott. Drew Keir. Lays it off. But Ronnie Devoyle with the interception. Preventing Seal from hitting it. And that's a great turn by Kyle Carey. Darting towards the net. Looking to square it for Sean Wills. And a crucial intervention by Liam Frantz to poke it behind for the corner as Wills was ready to turn home. Wills really has come on leaps and bounds since a couple of substitute appearances at the start of last season for Coventry United under the previous management of Terry Anderson. Whipped in by Devoyle towards Jake Williams. Miles there too. Couldn't bring it to feet. Semihimbo. Miles doesn't have to find Bamba. Miles back to Mollison. Bamba in support. Mitch Mollison. It's Torrey Herbert looking to return to Mollison. Frustrating game for Coventry United. It really is. They haven't played awfully, but Rugby are doing enough to keep the 3 points under their control. As Bamba looking to find Sean Wills, blocked by Fitzharris. Herbert being held by Summerfield. Summerfield wraps his leg around the number 9 and down a play in front of Craig Jones. There's going to be a substitution here for Coventry United, the 4th of a potential 5. And of course, 3 of which were made at half-time, which doesn't count towards the substitute time windows. And it's Torrey Herbert leading the field, like for like up front. Herbert's had glimpses in this game, but again, it's been a frustrating story for the United number 9. And it looks like Coventry United are going to play Agambiade further forward, with Gallagher perhaps helping out in attacking midfield. He's relying the options from Craig Jones. Back underway at Butlin Road. Coventry have 1 change left to make. And it will have to be Brad Coleman. United only have 5 subs on the bench. Semihimbo looking for a route into the area, but shepherded into touch by the sizable presence of Adam Miles. Miles actually the United top scorer for this season with 3 goals, 2 of which scored in 1 game against G&G Rugby Town. A strong smell of fire as the farm behind Butlin Road is burning something. Semihimbo to Summerfield, now Fitzharris in the congested midfield, caught by Archie Gallagher, leaving his mark on Rugby Town, his first meaningful intervention. And the referee just giving him a warning, saying calm things down. I know you're excited, but rules are rules. Well, time flies when you're having fun. We've got less than half an hour here at Butlin Road. We've got 17 minutes of the first half already. Semihimbo wasn't getting stuck in at the expense of a throw. Rugby, little by little, eking towards that penalty area. Here's Summerfield. Recchi. Will seem to be playing up front. He's usually playing midfield, but he's playing further forward today. Recchi. Great touch by Semihimbo to seal it for Rugby. It was offside, but he put it into the side netting anyway. Elliott will ball over the back line. Miles trying to keep Kolodinsky at bay. They have done so. United have to get up and get moving They've rolled the dice 4 times in terms of substitutes. They've got a throw-in out of it, though. It's a long ball from Roscoe, nodded out on this near side, right in the corner by Summerfield. Carey throw, straight into the hands of Hill. Very competent goalkeeper today. Looking for a 6th clean sheet, and there's going to be 2 changes for Rugby Town, which will come up very shortly. And that will be Edwin Ahankora and Thomas Fielding. We'll wait to see who they will be replacing as Roscoe collects that ball, shepherded back by Miles. Mollison. Okazay looking for Kyle Carey up the left side. Will Carey get there? He'll try, but it's blocked by Rosser. Rugby not quite ready to make those changes just yet. Hill. Madundo, Semihimbo. Now down the left for Kane Elliott, 2 goal scorers linking up on this near side of the field. Semihimbo, lunged in by Sean Wills and kept in for a throw by Abdul Bamba. Well, the laptop battery's about to run out, unfortunately. So I don't think we'll be able to make the end of this game. We'll keep on going as long as we can, but if you do hear silence, then it's the laptop that's gone bust, unfortunately. And it is David Kolodinsky leaving the field. And Munundo Semihimbo.
And number 10, Mahindu Semihimbo, is being replaced by number 17, Thomas Fielding.
So Semihimbo and Kolodinsky replaced by Ahankora and Fielding. Job done for Semihimbo. Got the goal in the 5th minute. They put Rugby in the driver's seat. They haven't looked back. And United's final change, Brad Coleman warming up. Whether he'll be brought on remains to be seen. Devoyle slides it forward for Kyle Carey. Skips it up for Joseph Agambiade, beaten in the air by Recchi. Gallagher on his Coventry United debut, shielding from Fitzharris, who makes it known he's not trying to wrestle the ball back from the United debutant. Wills. Bamba. Sean Wills. Down the right-hand side for Abdul Bamba from Gallagher. Did that hit the arm of Francis? Yes, it did. United wanted to continue, though, as Agambiade was looking to hit one near post. But they will get the free kick to the right side of the penalty area. Riley Devoyle on the set piece. He's got Carey behind him. The 2-man wall awaits Devoyle's delivery. Movement from Miles, who loves opportunities like this. It's towards the far post and over everyone. Not one of Devoyle's finer efforts. But the move comes to nothing. Kia's ball into the United back line, and Roscoe just gets it away before Kane Elliott could try and take it round him, and a free kick on Mollison there by Ahankora. Okazay finds Adam Miles. Here's Gallagher looking to make a name for himself here. Archie Gallagher squares it. Kyle Carey will let it roll for Wills. Sean Wills takes aim, bounces into the gut of Hill. Oh, and Kyle Carey snatched the ball from Hill as he tried to kick the ball away, still missed the target. I'm going to be showing Kyle that one for a few weeks. And for his troubles, an early Christmas card, a yellow one to be exact.
Please put that in the video.
Little photo bomb there. Make you do. If Coventry United get a point out of this, I'll put it in the video. Hill down the centre of the park. Flicked on by Seal only as far as Ryan Okaze. And Francis will surely try and head this back to the goalkeeper. Couldn't do so. And Wills let it go for a Coventry United throw. We've got our own little fan club here on CUTV. Oh, careful, lads, can't see the goal. That can be out there trying to get it back from Recchi. And as far as Jake Williams. Wills looking to flick it over. Liam Francis picked up in the midfield by Mitch Mollison. Bamba wants it. Bamba gets it. Abdul Bamba looking for space to shoot. Puts it through. It's a good save by Matt Hill. And again, 2 points to the chain for Coventry United. Gallagher looking to mark his debut in style. But Hill refuses to relinquish his clean sheet. And it's put in again and bounces past the post.
Warren is a wanker. Warren is a wanker.
United aren't letting this game go. They still want something from it. Matt Hill with the run-up. There it goes. Unchanged header by Bamba. Headed up by Elliott. Akincourt will chase. Stumbles into touch. Good work by Jake Williams.
It's 2-0.
Bamba up line. Right, straight back where it came from. Back to Bamba from Summerfield. Gallagher. Mollison to Ryan Okaze. We're going to beat Kia for pace. It's going to be a hard task, but it might just do it. Ryan Okaze, was he tripped from the way through? Referee says no. And it's out for the goal kick. Less than 20 minutes to go at Butlin Road. Rugby Town 2, Coventry United 0. Both goals scored inside the first 5 minutes. A real smash and grab for the Valley.
We're not going to score yet.
One of the goal scorers has been taken off, Semahimbu. The other, Kane Elliott, now seems to be one of the attacking focal points for the remainder of this game. Akincourt coming off the bench, as well as Thomas Fielding. Barry Fitzharris. Here's Kane Elliott only as far as Abdul Bamba, but gives it away cheaply. Fielding down the left side to Summerfield. And hit sweetly on the volley by Ryan Seal, but collected by Roscoe. Refuses to be beaten by Rugby for a third time. Wills leaps for it. Elliott gets there first. Interception for Coventry United. Bamba playing a 1-2 with Jake Williams, but Akincourt will receive it from the back line. And now Thomas Fielding into the area. Where will he go from here? He has to try and turn around Jake Williams, but Williams has got the ball back. Great defending from Williams. His clearance curls out on this near side. And there's going to be 2 more Rugby Town changes.
Substitution for the Rugby Town.
It's the end of the afternoon for Ryan Seal.
Ryan Seal.
So Alex Locke comes on for Seal. And we'll also see Josh Thomas enter the fray. And it appears Drew Keir is the man making way for him.
And also leading the field, number 2, Drew Keir, being replaced by Number 15, Josh Thompson.
So we'll get this final 15 minutes underway, and a free kick given there against Rugby. I'm not entirely sure what for. Elliott does well to wrestle, control the ball back. Summerfield. Liam Francis all the way back to Hill. Here's Recchi. Recchi thumps it towards Fielding on the left. Here is Fielding. Controls well. Urge to shoot. Puts it into the air, headed away by Jake Williams. Locke. Was that handball claims against Locke? Referee says no, but it's going to be a Coventry United throw all the same. Lobbed out by Locke on this near side. He tried to control the ball. Okay, just 15 minutes left of this United Counties Premier Division South fixture. Of course, next time Coventry United in action next weekend. That is against Wellingborough. Currently the league leaders, but we believe Spinks are winning, so they will go back to the top if that result stands. Recchi. Back with Hill. Followed up by Ryan Okaze in the United defence. Thomas is there. And Okaze tripped from behind by Tom Fielding. That's going to be a Coventry United free kick. About 10 yards into their own area. Up towards Wilson, the free kick headed up by Liam Francis. Great work from him again. It's been solid as a rock at the back. With Thomas. Locke looking to dart in from the left. Swing and a miss there by Bamba, but they've still got the ball back, Coventry United. But Rugby, when they're back from Mollison, on the edge of the area, it's Ryan Okaze, only as far as Berry Fitzharris, urged to shoot, and Recchi, well, that's certainly a defender's finish from the Rugby number 5. No handballs given by the referee. Roscoe. Done by Agambiada, only as far as front. Rugby in no hurry. They've got a 2-0 lead. They're closing in on the final whistle.